name is Christina Freeman, and I have dissociative identity disorder. That's multiple personalities. Dissociative identity disorder roots back to childhood trauma. I was sexually abused by my father for the first half of my life. There is a problem is a theme of my art show, and it's about sharing what I have learned as I have survived. There is a problem with repetitive cycles of sexual abuse within Mormon families. The problem stems back to our polygamous ancestry. Monogamous relationships and normal sexual feelings were demonized by prophets like Brigham Young, while polygamous relationships are praised and managed through coercion and secrecy. Women were used as political pawns and sexual gifts. They were often manipulated into situations where their needs were not met. They were rebutted and shunned if they spoke out about their discontent. While Mormons no longer practice polygamy today, the unhealthy roots of control and shame are evident in the doctrine and cultural system that fosters abusers while shunning the victims. Boys are chastised for their sexuality at an early age. They are told not to masturbate. They are told not to watch pornography. They are told not to look at girls with lust. They are told that they are sick. They are told that they must quit. They are told, till their identity becomes mixed with the illusion that they are monsters without any control. Girls are molded in the opposite way. Instead of being scolded for wanting sex, we are instilled with a fervent purity complex. Cover your bodies lest someone should see. A sundress may be liberating, but it is also pornography. Virtue is supposed to mean a praiseworthy trait, not a man to be clean. But for Mormon women, chastity is truly the most important thing. And it shouldn't be. The fervor of their monogamous vision is amplified by the LDS obsession with addiction. As daughters grow up watching their mothers and bishops and prophets disparage their fathers and brothers and cousins for watching pornography, they are bred to approach marriage with a seething distrust. They scrutinize their husbands for lust of any kind, till the husbands discreetly lose their minds. The shame from their past is a cage, and they're trapped. There is no escape but to wear a calm face and deny. Pride is made up by forced lies. The most pious women are attracted to the most repressed men. They fuel each other in a monstrous equation. It's about control. When the man has none, it takes a toll. I know. I grew up in one of many mother-dominant, incestuous homes. Richard, did you watch that show? No, Kathy, my father's head hung low. I hope you didn't watch that show. She would scold him in front of us for viewing a program that revealed too much bust. We resented my mother for treating my father that way. It made sense to me why he came to me over and over again. He was mistreated, so shouldn't I love him? My dad was my best friend. I didn't know. I dissociated from the pain that my artwork shows. My father came into my room so many times that molestation and sleep got all intertwined. And it explains why. My 20s were plagued with insomnia and nymphomania. I couldn't fall asleep unless someone had groped me. And who wants to fall asleep like that? It felt like the only choice that I had. When the flashback started, things got worse. My altars began to manifest, and I felt like I was cursed. My turbulent sides would invite men over to give me baths. Like a dark tsunami, waves emerged from the past. I would hit myself, vomit, seizure, and scream. But the most eye-opening thing was the way my family tried to dismiss what was happening. Why couldn't I have a positive attitude? Why couldn't I move on? They found a therapist who told them that I was the problem. I smoke weed, I drink whiskey, I'm a promiscuous, downtrodden sinner who had left the church. They had every reason to question my hurt. Utah recently proposed a bill that would allow the church to apologize without admitting any guilt. This is a reflection of the attitude that Mormons so often have towards their daughters and sons. Towards the daughters and sons they have used. They don't seem to want to understand the damage that ensues. Please, I beg of you, hear my truth. Stop harping on teenage boys for masturbating. Stop the incessant harlot shaming. When the youth of today are enslaved, the children of tomorrow are not safe. Understand the psychology of the hyper-aroused. It makes it worse to tell them their sin isn't allowed. It is time to change the system. Instead of creating more hurt, please atone the affliction of the oppressed and abused. There is a problem. My artwork bears proof. Thank you for listening.